up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To throw again on second down. Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. On 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On play action, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just shut something down.
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Off play action, Tannehill on the move to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
He's been fortunate in one sense. I mean, he's thrown the 2 interceptions. That's not fortunate. The good news is haven't led to points on either one of those picks. So a fresh start here, 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, 31 yards. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 29, Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Tannehill. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tannehill forced out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've gotten up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Well, time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On third down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Steps away to his left. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He's got a man, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That's caught once again by Gallup.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Marr able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first and abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Henry again on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On second down, Elliott. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Looking deep for Hilton. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now here come the Cowboys. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Andrew Adams. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Tannehill. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Henry up the middle. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw is Tannehill. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The Titans on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Inside handoff, Henry. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
A quick throw here out to Brown. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this